Oh, you can hear that. Oh. Oh, I just realized my mic is picking up things. It's not supposed to. Hold on. You're not supposed to pick that up, Mike. Anyways. Hi. Hello. It's me, the local virtual baker, Saltea Kichee. Hello, hello. Excited for today. Today is going to be a very good day, I will say so myself. I think today is going to be a real great day. I am kind of excited for this, funny enough. It's two of my favorite sandwiches to ever really have. One of those sandwiches are great to have because they're just very... I just say, one of them is very simple. The other one... Okay, just these two sandwiches are just so good. One's kind of like a nice, like almost guilty pleasure of an eat of a sandwich, the French dip. And a banh mi is just kind of like a nice, kind of like flavorful, has a lot of like just different kinds of I guess just flavors. But it comes out to be a very nice and clean sandwich, which is very much a stark contrast to the French dip. The French dip is a sandwich that is very much like a cheesesteak in my head. It's cheese, meat, and onion, and then it's on a baguette, which is, I guess, the main thing about cheesesteaks. The kind of bread, but listen, I'm just saying, it is just kind of sort of on the idea, pretty much the idea that it could possibly be a cheesesteak if you really turn your head sideways and look the other way. But, yeah, I haven't had a good French dip in a while. And that and, like, a French dip is, like, a very, 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 very guilty pleasure of a sandwich to eat. So I'm excited. It's gonna be kind of weird how I make it because I just want to make it this way, simply. And I also saw it online, and it's like, you know what? Why not do it that way? Because it seems more fun that way. So I'm cooking a French dip a bit weirdly, if you will. But we'll see how that turns out. The banh mi is gonna be a lot more simple. It just kind of be just like, you know, veggies. I'm gonna make the mayo fresh and stuff like that. I did not make the sriracha fresh, even though that is something I could do. Making sriracha is really hard because you gotta ferment it and like stuff like this and that. It's actually stuff that I don't fairly understand of how to make sriracha fresh. Maybe that's something I do another time, but unfortunately sriracha is one of those things where it's like you need to do it over a very long period of days to do it, you know? So there's that. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But other than that, I don't think there's much... Well, okay, so I would also like to note, just speak this out right now, speak the mind as it's clear. We aren't just doing the French dips and stuff because I saw this stuff on sale at my local grocer. So it's like, you know what? That's not a bad idea to do stuff like this. And also, it would make good utility of some waste I'm gonna make because I'm gonna probably use like a few jalapenos. Well, I've only bought one jalapeno, but I'm not gonna use the whole thing. Maybe. We'll see how spicy it is. I don't know. But I got a jalapeno. I'm gonna use that for the sandwich. For the banh mi. But I also want to make salsa verde. Verde. I can't pronounce it. I can't remember my R's. Salsa verde. I want to make some of that because I saw some tomatillos on sale and I got some other things, and I also kind of realized that I'm not going to be able to use a whole bunch of cilantro I had to buy. It's kind of a shame. I had cilantro growing, but it died. So, it is what it is. But we'll make do with what we have. Excited though. Gonna be making some nice food today. I'm gonna probably have... If I do have extra leftovers, which I highly doubt I will, if I end up having leftovers for... What is it? Leftovers for my sandwich from the banh mi. I'm gonna try and make sure I like hold myself back Because I could use them for steak tacos another night. So, that's just an idea. Mm-hmm. Did I repost the Twitter post? I kind of just want to check that real quick. Did I repost that? Did. Okay, cool. Oh, shoot. I almost forgot. I forgot my mix it up today. I got everything ready. I was like so ready to get stuff started. And it's like, you know, I'm always gonna forget something. It's inevitable for me. I gotta forget something. Might be small, minute, something non-existent, but that's usually how the brain works. I usually forget something, so. Alright. Oh, I also want to show some stuff off because I'm having a lot of fun with it. But, recently, I have been doing a lot more drawing. And I want to just show you the evolution of my drawings I've been doing. Because, you know, as I've already showed you, I showed you this drawing. It's pretty good, pretty nice. And now I drew this earlier today. And I posted it on Twitter, and not gonna lie, I'm fairly proud of it. It looks kinda good. The hair, I really like how I did the hair. It looks very pretty. The bow, the hair, the pose. I think it's good. It's a good drawing. I'm very proud of it. It's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm doing a good job, so. Little fun stuff like that. And then I did a silly doodle like this. I think it was just like, let me draw my hair, but longer. But the thing is that my hair is kind of long to begin with. So I was trying to struggle with an idea of like, okay, what's a nice hair design to make my hair longer? But wasn't fairly keen on trying to get, wasn't really smart on trying to get any ideas for that front. So it is what it is. Alright. Well, I think I've done enough bantering and bickering. Bickering? I think I've just done enough bantering right now. How about we get right into the stream today, yes? Sorry, shoot, I'm just realizing. I'm doing scrolling. Sorry. Okay, let's just get on with today. We're gonna have fun today. All right. Here, I'm gonna start moving stuff preemptively, but. All right. Give me a good second here, and I'll be right with you. Okay, we're good. Hello. All right. Alright, so I did have to run my dishwasher because I had dishes to do, so I ran it. That straightforward. So let's get started with today, yes? I think one of the most important things we actually have to do, which is kind of funny, I think the first things that we're gonna probably want to do is actually cook our proteins first. To cook our proteins first is going to be a lot easier because then we can mark them off, make sure they have good color, and then once we're done cooking them, we can, as they're cooking in the oven, because I have my oven preheated, we're just going to start throwing stuff together and just getting stuff cut for the sandwiches. But that being said, our baguettes from the other day, I brought out two of them, the two right here. I'm going to use these two. And really quickly, I'm just going to throw these in the oven, just to regain their life back. Want them to just regain their life. Get, what's the word? I actually don't know what the word is. Just so they get hot again. Just so they get nice and crispy again. So I'm just gonna throw that in a minute. I'm just gonna leave them in the oven as we get everything else set here. So I bought this lovely thing, and I'm excited to use it. It's a press. It's a press that you would use to, like, simply said, you press down meat with it and such, and it helps make sure that it gets more surface area on your food, so it cooks more evenly. So that's the plan of this thing. I have one at work, but I wanted one at home. We're gonna see how that turns out. Hi Mahler, welcome in. But the main reason to why, hold on, I have that thing here today is because I'm going to try to attempt to cook a steak on stream. Now, I'm pretty sure no one knows, but I'm not very good at cooking steaks. I like myself a nice medium steak. I like my steaks cooked medium at most. At most, I like my steaks medium well, but I prefer medium rare. I like a little pink in it still, so. But the thing is when I cook at home for myself, I find it very difficult to cook correctly. I'm not sure why, I don't have any reasoning, I'm just really not good at cooking this stuff at home. Be it because I don't get the right cut of meat, or it's not thick enough. There's a whole many things of why, because I'm just not good at cooking steaks. So, today, I'm gonna see how badly I can cook a steak on stream. I hope I can at least get it medium, so, yeah. I'm gonna be very simple with this, fairly simple with this, seasoning, I guess, because I do this for all my steaks, whenever I make a steak. I like making a steak with, very simple things: garlic powder, onion powder, and pepper. And I'm gonna give it a little oil, so I gotta give it a little spray of oil. And yeah. Gonna make sure I get the other side as well. A little salt, a little garlic powder, and I'm gonna throw a bit more pepper. Now, it probably would be better to do it on like another towel or parchment paper, or just on the board. Because with foil, it could probably seep into the meat. But honestly, I'm a little lazy, so meh. And also, just because I can, and there's no one here to stop me, I'm throwing MSG on it too. You can't stop me, nothing would stop me, and why would I want to neglect flavor? Why? I want to make sure I make a tasty steak here for my tasty stuff. So, I'm gonna try and make it as flavorful and good as possible. And, yeah. Okay, that's good. Let's go get oil in this pan here. Got a nice cast iron that is nicely seasoned and whatnot. It's dark, it's hot, that's all you need to know. You know, I was thinking to myself, because as I was getting ready to make this steak, you know, I want to make sure I have all my ingredients and stuff at my hand, so I'm ready to start cooking and whatnot. And I thought, you know, I think I pretty much have everything I need for this steak here. But you know, I just realized I forgot one thing. A spoon. So, hi Bush, welcome in. Welcome, 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 welcome Bush. Hi, hi, hi. I even was trying to be very prepped in that sense, because I even got some thyme already cleaned and cut. So I guess I forgot to get my spoon, because you bet as I do this I'm gonna try and baste it. So, but yeah, I don't know why I said dark and hot because it's just seasoned. That's what the word I was trying to look for. It's nice, it's seasoned, it's ready to go, it's ready to be a steak. It's ready to cook a steak. Blah. Not good at the words today, huh? How's it going? It's going good. We're about to make some steak. Do I have garlic? I could have sworn it up. There it is. Right. Oh. I was just about to think, like, man, it'd be really cruddy if I didn't have any raw garlic. But I do. I'm not that ill prepared. Okay. It's not hot yet. That didn't hurt. Perhaps I'm a little crazy, because that's usually how I like to test my pans. Like, oh yeah, my hand, it didn't hurt from that, or whatnot, but... Alright. Let's see. Well, let's see. Oh, that's hot. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna try and render out that fat cap a bit, you know? It's a smart thing to do. Get color on the sides here. Yeah. I will say though, this is gonna be kind of annoying. Gotta turn a fan on. Just because this thing is gonna create so much smoke. Sorry, it's just how it has to be. Actually, you know what? No, I'd rather smoke up my apartment. I don't want you guys to hear that. That's just gonna be real annoying. It's annoying for me to hear, so. Okay, Okitos, please. Making sure I have another pan here. This pan here. Now I'm gonna put the steak on, and then we're gonna bake it, because I don't think we're gonna cook it all the way to this. But, hopefully, we got at least a little bit of it, so. You know, it's kind of funny to think about, because I remember I did have a job before my current job, and that job, I would have a lot of times where I would have to cook a steak. But the thing about that is that a lot of the people I worked with knew that I went to a culinary school, and they would say, hey, you go to a culinary school, why can't you cook a steak? Looking back at it, I could have just told them that I'm from a culinary school, not with 2 or 3 years of experience, you know? That, and also kind of funny to think out loud, but my school didn't actually really teach us how to cook steaks. They kind of more or less taught us basic technique, so. That being said, they didn't really show us how to make steak at all. Nah, I use no color. It's kind of weird though, because you would think for making a French dip or whatnot, you'd use shaved meat. And I could have, but I'd rather just do it like this, because it just feels a bit more... I don't really know what the word is, but it just feels better to do it like this way. Now make sure I save the rest of this time too, because I'm gonna probably use some of this time for soup. I'm gonna make a bread bowl. I have that bread bowl, so I'm gonna probably make soup with it soup with the time later. Just gotta clean you guys up too. You know, there's gonna be a lot of oil today, so make sure I'm on top of making sure you guys are clean. That's pretty good. Alright. Press. Alright. I'm gonna let that cook, get that nice searing color and whatnot. Once it gets that color, I'm gonna cut the heat. We'll put the heat on low and start basting it all. Actually, if anything, I can start throwing in my time right now, just because I'm worried less about the time burning. Ow. I also do like to be a little what is it? I also like to put a lot of time in my stuff, so it'll be a little heavy on the time. Not most would probably not want to use this much time, but I like time. It's good earth. It's scary, it's always, That's fine. You kind of get used to the crackling of the oil and water. It just is what it is. It's just, yeah, okay. Doesn't feel good, I'll say that much. I also forgot, if I'm, smarts. If I'm going to baste the steak, I need to make sure I get some good butter. This is not good butter, this is kind of like your average, I think butter from Costco, Costco's not bad, but it's Costco. It's not like an extremely like high quality, extremely fatty butter. It's just butter. Nothing special about it. It's just butter. Alright. Let's check here. Ooh, beautiful. Alright. So now I'm gonna put the steak on top. I'm gonna throw in my garlic with the peel in. Throw in my Nazi butter. On the low heat, and I'm gonna start going with this. Now there was this very interesting thing when because I did learn how to make a steak once in my school. And so one thing that my teacher did teach me was that if you really want to make sure you're good at making steak, the best way to know that you're really good at baking steaks is when the only tool you use is a spoon. Because theoretically, if you can really use a pan and bake very well, and you just have good control of your hands, which I kind of do, you should only really need a spoon, because you're going to use your spoon to flip. You're going to be using your spoon to baste, just like that. So yeah. Theoretically, you should only really need a spoon to flip. Like, I can just flip my steak like this, and then start basting again. I'm actually kind of surprised, honestly, because usually when I do steaks and stuff, usually it doesn't really get this nice of a color. Usually it turns a lot more gray, but this is also because I imagine I use one of these. And let me tell you, it looks like a charm. Gonna have to put that around somewhere. I have to keep that one around. Okay. There's probably better ways to baste, honestly. I'm not really good at basting because, one, I don't usually make steaks very often, but, like, it's better to take your time and go like this, like, make sure you get the sides here, so they heat still in the pan, and then just gently going like this. But I'm just like, okay, just get it on, get it on, get it on, make sure the butter is just topped with butter here. I think I'll do one more flip here, and I might actually be able to just let it rest. Okay. Let's see. Before I forget, because I just realized, our baguettes. Almost forgot about that. But they're nice and hard now. That's a plus. But the steaks. Let's see how the steak is. Because it feels cooked. It feels like it's ready to go, ready to rest. salt. I'm not very good at temping, so I'm gonna be doing some cheating. And I'm gonna just get a thermometer and stick a thermo in it, see how it is now. Nice. Let's see here. It should be good, hopefully. It's a little bit more if I sticked it in the right place, which I probably didn't. If I sticked it in the right place, it should be fine for now. So, okay. I'm now to make sure I can it can rest nicely, and also to get rid of all this stuff in here. I'm gonna make sure I put the garlic on top here, and then kind of get not all, but the majority of the stuff, and just throw it right on top. That's its last spaced, and we're just gonna let that sit for now. Let that sit, let that rest until it's nicely cooked. So I'm gonna leave this to the side. Wow, steak juice, beef juice. I'll just use a paper towel. No need to mess up another towel. Okay. So I'm actually gonna reuse this pan, and I'm going to hold on. I grabbed another thing here, and this is gonna be for the banh mi. I got a nice breast of chicken, and I'm just going to pretty much cook whatever. I'm just gonna cook this in here. It would be a shame if I were to waste all the flavor from the pan, that seasoning, and just not clear it out, but like wipe it out. So I'm just gonna throw it right in here. You know, it has all that beautiful flavor from the garlic, thyme, the butter. So why try and get a new pan when I already got a pan here hot and ready to go? So I'm gonna season the backside here. Salt and pepper, nothing crazy. And to make sure this is gonna be cooked nicely, I'm actually gonna make sure I put a piece of parchment on the side. And I'm gonna press it down gently. There we go. Now I know there's probably some people out there that will say like, oh, when you press your meat and stuff like this, it's gonna take out all the juices. On one hand, yes, that is true. If you get a really, really heavy one, you kind of have to go on like how thick your meat is or whatnot. Like if it's paper thin, you probably don't want to weigh it down because it's very thin. It's gonna really excrete a lot of juice. But honestly, I don't really care. And for this application at least, I'm not really too worried about, oh, it's not gonna be as juicy or this and that, because for this at least, for the chicken, it's only but an element for the entire meal, well, for the sandwich. So, and that's not gonna be too horrible if it's like a little dry. A little dry. But I don't think it's even gonna get fully cooked because, well, the pan is not gonna get hot all the way, and then probably just finish it in the oven, and also it's chicken. So. I'm not gonna baste it though. It's pretty much good with what it has. Salt and pepper, nothing special. I think now is probably a good time to flip. Possibly. Ooh, yeah, that's good. I'm not gonna press it down. I think it's fine like that. I'm just a little bit worried about the skin because I want to make sure the skin's nice and crispy still. So I'm just gonna leave it open just like that. It'll be fine. So how are you guys doing today? If you guys are having a grand old day. What time is it? 6 o'clock? You whole lot should probably be having dinner at this point, yes? Or maybe you already had dinner. You guys have anything for dinner yet? Did you eat yet? Sleepy? It's only 6. Oh wait, that's right. You live in a different. You're in a different time zone. Then go to sleep. If you're tired, then go to sleep. My goodness. You're not here against your will. Go to sleep. Oh, that's good. Okay. Guess I'll let this cool down now. Wait. Yeah, that's a good chicken breast, though. No sleeping? Why not? Tomorrow's Tuesday. You gotta get ready to go to sleep, stupid. Alright, is that 100 degrees? That's plenty of time to get everything else done. 10 degrees, probably have like 10 minutes to get this all cooked. Maybe, get this all cut and ready. And resting periods too, so... I'm gonna throw this right in here, and I'm gonna set a timer for 10 minutes. I'll check that chicken breast in like 10 or so. Anyways, let's make the French dip first, because that's probably going to be done first. It's very simple prep, getting stuff for the French dip set. It's just kind of just onions and the onion and the dip itself. The dip is kind of just like a beef soup, almost like a French onion soup, except the onions. But I'm going to put onion in it because I can, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I'm not gonna go to sleep at 6 o'clock. Well, maybe you should. Stupid. If you're feeling sleepy, you should. There we go. I would like them more Julie. I would like a little bit longer ones, not the ones that are cut in half here, because I believe I used a quarter for something else. I don't really remember what exactly, but it was a quarter or something. And instead of actually using oil, I'm actually just going to steal from the oil from here, reutilize it, and I'm going to use this to cook my onion in. The onion is going to be used for that same dish, so makes sense. Why not? Have a little bit of the oil and fat and flavor from the beef, and when I'm using this, as also have beef and all that whatnot too. Why add oil when I have a better ingredient right there? I'm not going to go to sleep at 6. I want to go to sleep at least 9. Okay. Well, I guess you're set on your path, but I guess I can't stop you. Alright. So just like my chicken stock and stuff like this, it was frozen. It was made fresh not long ago. Once upon a time, it was made fresh. But I don't really use beef stock and all that stuff very often. So then I usually will opt out to go freeze it, which I did. So, I'll put more fat in there. Why not? You can't stop me. That's butter, oil, and beef fat, and beef juice as well. What are you gonna do? Stop me from doing that? Oh, there's also MSG? Yeah. I'm gonna caramelize the hell out of these onions, let me tell you. And that's pretty much that. That's pretty much the only thing I gotta really cook. Yeah. Come to think of it, it's kind of funny, because that is actually gonna be the only thing I really need to cook today. There's something I gotta mix, in which I'm gonna get into that, because now I'm gonna be working stuff for the banh mi, which is very simple. So a banh mi usually has like pickled vegetables, some sliced veggies, and a sriracha mayo sauce. So I got myself a carrot here, and I'm gonna probably just steal this stuff. Not steal, save, because it's my stuff. There's nothing to steal from it. I have this fine, but you get the point. I'm actually going to wash these carrots off first, because I'm gonna do a little cheating. I have a mandolin here, and I've kind of forgotten I had this, so I'm gonna try and use it. It has a shredding attachment, which I'm kind of interested in. I'm not sure how well it works, if it works. Doesn't look like it. So, this mandolin. I'm gonna try to just use my normal attachment then. Maybe that'll be better. And if I can't use this, then I'll just resort to just using my plain old knife skills. I have no qualms using my good old knife skills. But sometimes a mandolin is just a lot easier. Let's face it. Machines, gadgets, some of them are a little silly, some of them make no sense. Well, a mandolin at least is very useful to have if you want to get like nice thin slice cuts. Alright. So I'm just gonna like this. I'll probably get to a few more. I like a lot of salad on my banh mi, honestly, so I don't mind. And this extra one, I'll probably just... The other carrot, I'm probably going to cut and dice up later, and then I'll probably use that for soup. Or heck, I might even make a carrot soup later on. Who knows? Alright. Alright, those onions are becoming nice and caramelized now. So now this is the point where I'm going to be adding my beef stock. I might just add a touch of water in it. Just make sure it gets... Wow! Oh my god. Good thing I'm wearing it. But make sure it gets a little bit more melted a bit more quickly. More surface area and all that whatnot. Okay, let that do its thing. And what else? Because now that's pretty much finished. I just gotta let this defrost, really. I'm gonna probably get a strainer, strain the onions out, and put the onions onto the sandwich. Let's see here. Okay, I'm just gonna get a paper towel here. I'm gonna put my carrots here. And I'll put this to the side. The other things I need, a cucumber. You know, I kind of feel silly using a mandolin. It's not that it's a bad mandolin or anything, but it's like, okay, I don't think I need to be that lazy, you know? Because I know it myself, I got good enough knife skills. I don't need to worry about that. Just simply said, I just need, not simply said, but simply done, I just need to start just doing some thin slices. Don't need to play semantics with it. That and also the mandolin if I were to use it. Honestly, probably wouldn't get thin slices like this. Probably a little bit too thick. Alright, that should be good. Alright. So the last thing I need to cut for... Yeah, the last thing I need to cut for my banh mi is this little guy. Yeah, I intentionally grabbed this one because I believe when you see these little, like, marks right here, that means it's spicy. I like myself a nice spiced banh mi, so I don't really take too much worry in that regard. A nice spicy banh mi sounds really good to me. So I'm gonna make sure I wanted to make sure I cut this last, for one thing. And also I just want to get a few good slices here. That should be enough. But now the true question is, how hot is it? It's not... Ooh, snuck up on me. At first it was like very like light, very almost silent, the best way I can describe it. But then it just came out of nowhere, just like, ooh, that spice just really kicks in then. It's good though, it's not terribly spicy. But it's spicy enough to where it's like, okay, I can enjoy this. It's a tolerable spice at most. Okay. Here we are. And just like that, just like magic, the chicken should be done. Should be Vtuber. Just like with most things, I want to make sure I temp it. We are at not cooked, so I'm gonna throw it back in. Okay. Well, there's a few more things that actually need to be done. Pickled daikon is another thing that you would like, that would be often put on stuff like this. So this pickled daikon that has been sitting around for quite some time is nicely pickled at this point. Here, I'm gonna taste one actually. Sweet, crunchy, crisp. Yeah, I'm gonna take a few of them out, and I'm gonna use this for the banh mi as well. I remember, I think this was when we made kimchi, and well, I don't really use it too much. Very rarely would I actually take it out and you actually eat some of it. But yeah, this is a very good instance to where I can actually finally use more of it. Since it's kind of pickled food, I'm not really too worried about expiration date and whatnot. Yeah, I take one or two out every like month or so, just to make sure I get a good baseline, what it tastes like and whatnot. But yeah, it still tastes like a pickled. It tastes like a pickled daikon, any way you think about it. That's good. How do you guys feel about that, actually? Just because I think a lot of people would be freaked out by that. Oh yeah, I have this pickled daikon, and I've had it for at least 5 months. I don't know, I feel like that's something that most will probably get freaked out about. Like, oh my god, you have to throw that out. It's 5 months old, but it's pickles, you know? Pickling is a procedure that was mostly, I guess, made due to for the sake of preservation. So can't be too far off that beaten path. I'm trying to preserve. What is it? Just trying to preserve it, you know? Try to preserve the daikon so I can utilize it for other things. Okay, so I guess the last difficult thing for me to do is to make mayonnaise. This is pretty much the last thing we need to do. And from there, we just gotta build our sandwiches and cut the meat. But I'm actually gonna be using a little bit different with my mayonnaise. Because usually when I use my mayonnaise, I use my basic oil and stuff like that. But I actually got my hands on something that I've been wanting to use for a while. It's avocado oil. I've been thinking a bit more consciously about health recently, and it's kind of silly because like I'm only 23-ish. You know, only just being 23 of age. It's like I'm already worried about my own health, but it is kind of something I do want to be more conscious about. You know, something I know I have a lot of control over right now, so I want to make sure that I can at least, you know, control it. So, try to put a bit of care, a bit of love in that whole ordeal. I don't think I need to explain how to make mayo. I've been through the ordeal of explaining how you make it. You want 1 egg, some oil, some of this, some of that. I personally like putting a bit of mustard. I only have whole grain mustard though, but mustard nonetheless. I like whole grain anyways. I'm not really a huge fan of like Dijon. I feel like whole grain is a lot less harsh. Funny enough to say. So yeah, you get that all together. Maybe you throw like a nice good pinch of salt in there. And then I get my food blender and just kind of go to town. Now this is always one thing that I always forget, because sometimes, you know, I want it to be a little thicker. This is something I definitely want a little thicker. But I can't remember. Do you add oil? Or do you add more egg? I can't remember. So, add a bit of oil. I think oil helps it thicken more, and if not, then I can just, you know, what is it? I can just use a bit more egg. A bit more mayo is never a bad thing. Add some bread. I could, but I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. Yeah, I definitely think I definitely think I made too much. I threw too much oil in there. But I do want to taste it still. Does it taste too much like avocado? Oh, it doesn't taste like anything. Well, not like doesn't taste like avocado, but I was kind of worried because I've never used avocado oil. That's good. Just gotta grab another Eggo. Alright. Alright, Jerry, get in there. I could make it a little thicker. Do I make it thicker? Yeah, I make it thicker. Oh my god, I don't like using a lot of eggs. 3 whole eggs, my god. In this economy, for mayonnaise, that's a lot of egg for one thing of mayonnaise. What's yours? Hold on, wait, let me wait. Have you guys actually seen what it's like, how expensive, what is it? How expensive, what is it? How expensive, eggs are getting to be? They're getting pricey nowadays. Also, I'm also gonna go out and admit it. Yeah. I kind of tossed half of it or so, just because, yeah, I'm starting to realize I think I messed up. This always happens when I make mayo. Like, oh yeah, I've made mayo so many times before. It should be no problem whatsoever. So it's funny how I say that and think in my head, oh yeah, there'll be no problem whatsoever. Because you usually always had a problem with it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't add enough acid. Maybe I don't have a good enough emulsifier. I need to go back to learning how to make mayonnaise, I guess, so learn how to make it. Okay, never mind. I remember how to make mayo. Okay, now I gotta write that down somewhere. Not the recipe I use, but just more or less, okay, if you make mayo, you add more oil, not more egg. I'm not smart. Live and learn, I guess. And unfortunately for me, since I never write anything down, I never remember this stuff. I should be able to remember it now. I made an issue on, I made a problem on stream. Okay. Anyways, it's been an adequate enough time. That chicken should definitely be cooked at this point. Or at least I hope so. My goodness, it's been quite a hot minute. Right. Oh, that should be cooked. It feels cooked. Or maybe not. Who knows? Oh, perfect. It's like 160. Just give that time to rest and sit, and it'll be perfectly ready for our thing. Okay. So yeah, I'll let the chicken rest, but I actually need to do one quick thing, and that is just to make some sriracha mayo. I don't believe I can mess this up, nor that I don't think anyone else can mix this up either. But do you want to know how you make sriracha mayo? It's quite easy. So, you get a container. You get off-brand, I think it's off-brand. Off-brand sriracha. Sorry, I'm using my tooth right now. There we go. And you just simply, okay, well, first, take the plastic off. Oh, stupid. You get some mayo, and you get your sriracha, and you just squeeze it in. And you won't believe it, but once you put the sriracha and mayo together and then you mix it like this, holy hell, oh my god, you wouldn't believe it. But I just made myself sriracha mayo. It's very easy. It's not hard. So yes. Okay, I'm gonna hide my mayo away for now. And now pull out some cheese. Hi there, FaZe. Hi, hello, hello. Alright. So let me get the steak, because now we can actually work on the French dip now. All of this is pretty much ready. And I'll just leave all this stuff for the banh mi to the side. Banh mi and stuff we'll put over here for now. And now, let's see how good and or bad I cooked the steak. I'm not feeling optimistic here. Just because I'm not good at cooking steak. I paid all college tuition, but they didn't teach me how to cook a damn steak. Ooh, actually, okay, wait a minute. Okay, maybe I have to take that back. First, there's a bone on here, so I gotta cut the bone off. Jeez. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little snack for the cook now, but okay. It's like medium well. I would prefer it a little bit more cooked. I mean, a little less cooked, but hey, I don't mind. It's going on a sandwich, so this could be a lot worse. It's always harder to cut thinner steaks. And I don't know where you can get better steaks here. Around where I live, at least. Now hold on, I just want to really quickly take out, because whenever I'm at home and I accidentally, because I didn't purposely try and buy the bone one, but now realizing I have the bone one, I just want to just eat this off the bone like an absolute animal, so. May not be to my exact doneness. But I'll say that's a really nicely cooked steak, though. Rich, nicely seasoned, fatty. You know, I also kind of realized I was gonna mention, oh yeah, I got this cut of steak for this thing today, and I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot what kind of cut it was. No idea. Forgot the cut completely. It might have been sirloin, I think, because that's what I usually like to buy. Usually I'm a sirloin kind of guy when it comes to steak and stuff. I like sirloin the best. New York is a close second, but sirloin is usually my pick. Sirloins, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So French dips, yes? So I'm going to use I'm going to use this baguette. And I'm just going to cut it straight down through the middle. Ooh, nice and crispy. Yep. I'm gonna put all this steak on now. Try to be generous, you know. Okay. This is kind of more of a steak sandwich than anything at this point. But it'll turn into a French dip once we get that. But throwing this all on. Make it nice and high. Ooh, that was good. I died? No, I'm still alive. I think. I don't know. I'm now going to try and scoop out all these onions. Got a strainer here. I'm gonna get at least a whole good chunk of these onions and then spread them onto the sandwich here. I honestly probably should have done a few more onions, but that's hindsight, really. I didn't feel the need to do all the onions yet I have. Just wanted a little bit, because I know I'm only making one sandwich, so I didn't see the purpose of making more than that. There we go. Nice onions like that. And although it probably would have been better to use Gruyere or some sort of Swiss, I'm gonna put in my own spin because I'm lazy. And I'm going to throw on some Munster cheese. That, and also I didn't have any other cheese, and I didn't feel like buying more cheese because things are expensive, you know. But anyways, expenses aside, I'm just gonna throw all these cheeses on top now. Pre-sliced because I'm a lazy boy. And now, I'm actually gonna just put this onto this tray. And we're gonna let that get the cheese melted. Just the cheese melted though, nothing else. Okay, I'm actually gonna put it on a bigger one, because if that cheese drips, it is not gonna be a fun time for me to clean up the oven, so hold on. I move stuff around. Ow, my hands. It's fine, I burned myself on worse. Hi, Bunny. Bunny? Bunny. Hi there, Bunny. Welcome in. It's kind of funny with how... It's kind of funny, my goodness, kind of funny to think about how much food I'm making myself for tonight, making 2 sandwiches. Because I'm not gonna lie, one of these sandwiches is probably enough for just 2 nights. But here I am, making a pretty big sandwich right here, throwing it into my oven, and letting that cheese melt. Anyways, I'm not upset. The good thing about sandwiches is that sandwiches usually always make good leftovers. Just like soup. So, we're gonna get that tucked away for now. And let's go make a banh mi. Very easy, simple ordeal. Down to the center. Our fresh made baguette. Okay, maybe not fresh, but like homemade baguette. We just heat it up back in the oven. So, with that, I'm gonna get a nice spread. I'm gonna be very nice and generous with this. Not gonna need any skip out on this, but nice bit of sriracha mayo on the bottom and top here. Go. I'm gonna put on my cucumber next on the bottom. I don't know why I'm putting it on the top. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put on some of my carrot now. There we go. A bit of jalapenos. just because that's what goes on in the banh mi. There's nothing else to explain there. Ooh, that's good. A nice, good spreading of our pickled daikon. But wait, there's more. Now I'm gonna put on some cilantro. Cilantro on a sandwich always kind of weirded me out, but for banh mi's at least, it kind of always made sense. I don't know what the census is for me. I don't know why I think it's more acceptable on a banh mi versus anything else. But I'm just gonna pull off the stems, or at least try to. Haphazardly spread it on top here. I want to make sure that at least every bite at least has a bit of cilantro. I know a lot of people don't. I know it's a very common thing that people don't like cilantro. But you know what we think about those kind of people? We think that they are at a genetic disadvantage because they can't eat it. Some people may think it smells or tastes like stink bugs. I think it just tastes like cilantro. I don't really know how to explain this flavor of cilantro. It's definitely... I actually really don't know how to explain it, to be honest with you. It smells like if parsley was more... If parsley was less grassy and more... I can't really explain it other than like, it's like parsley. That's really the best way I can explain it. It's a lot like parsley. Anyways. The chicken. I'm gonna make sure I make nice thick slices. So I'm gonna cut it at a very strange, but I'm gonna take the skin off. I'm gonna cut it at a bias here. So when I cut it at a bias, it gets this nice thick slice here. So I'm gonna cut it at a bias so I get more surface area, more chicken, and that's just more sandwich meat on the sandwich. Ooh. This chicken just feels so nice and soft. It's nice. Okay. So now that should be enough chicken. I'm gonna put on these nice warm slices of chicken here. Tastes good. Usually it's like a mix of chicken and pork, I believe. Banh mi's. They're usually a mix of multiple kinds of meats, I believe. But, oh, I'll just put a little present of that too. Anyways, yeah, I didn't feel like getting a whole thing of pork. Who cares? Pork banh mi's are my favorite. Pork banh mi's are really nice. You can't go wrong with a good pork banh mi. So since I'm already eating like a French dip, I didn't really feel like having pork as well. I felt like that probably would be actually a bit overkill. So going with like a nice chicken banh mi would actually, I thought was just going to be better overall. So that's where we are today with this nice banh mi, or chicken banh mi, but now it needs a nice hat. Ooh. There we go. A chicken banh mi, just like that. A lot easier to make than And just like that though, because I didn't forget it, the cheese is nicely melted for our French dip here. But I'm gonna clean up real quick just because I don't feel like cleaning up later. So if I clean up now, it'll be better. Less clean up for later after I crash and burn after eating one of the two here. Now I get to crown my king of the French dip here. Ooh, hot. course, if it came out of the oven, but hold on. There we go. 2 lovely sandwiches made with not fresh, but homemade bread. I think it's kind of nice, no? Oh, I'm gonna clean my dishes now. I definitely know when I eat one or both of these sandwiches, I'm going to crash. I'm gonna just have the biggest food coma. So, I'm not gonna waste too much time on cleaning. So I'm just gonna clean everything right now as I can. Got plates. And I'm just gonna really quickly just start loading my dishwasher now. Hold on. It's easy. Except for this thing, I can't clean my, I can't throw my, what is it? Sheet tray. It kind of ruins it a bit. Okay, that's enough cleaning. Oh wait, nope, not yet. Got 2 more things. My little thing I put the daikon in. My sheet tray, but it's already clean. I just need to get stuff off of it. There's a little shop near me that has a combo for pork banh mi and boba for like $8. Wow, really? Yeah, I need to move around where you live. $8? That's unheard of. Damn. $8 for a banh mi and a boba, though. It's one thing for a banh mi to be like $8 like that, but also being paired with boba as well? Damn. Live in luxury over there at minimal prices. Okay. I forgot, I actually need to turn my oven back on. As I mentioned earlier on today's stream, I am making other things as well. Because look at how much jalapeno I have left. So, I'm actually just going to throw all this stuff on the sheet tray right now. Tomatillos, some cilantro. And I'll just leave the cilantro right there. Then give it a bit of oil. And I'm going to just roast it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now we're done with all the semantics at this point. We've done a whole lot. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, we've done a whole lot. Plenty of stuff here. Lots of food to be made and now to be eaten. Throw this aside. Hold on, I got one more thing to clean. I lied, I'm not done cleaning. Okay. Okay, now we're done. Now we're ready to eat. But I do actually want to take a picture of this stuff real quick, just because this stuff looks great. And if I don't take a picture of it now, there's never going to be a picture of it later. Right? Just on me. One with just the French dip. Never was good at the pictures here. Okay. So, it's time to eat now. I did forget one little thing. That is to get a little saucer, a little plate like this for my juice here, my beef juice, my beef jus. And have that on a little plate here. As I'm gonna eat the French dip first, just because it's a hot sandwich, so I want to make sure I eat that one first. Eat it now as it's still warm. Alright. I'm gonna just wrap this banh mi like how I guess a sandwich shop would. There we go. Now I just need some tinfoil. That's quite appetizing. Right. But the French dip. Let's get this over with. My goodness. Excited to see how this tastes. I'm pretty sure I know what it tastes like, but it feels so bad to have something so good like this. Just because it's a gut buster at the very least. Okay. That's the cross section, if you wanted to look at that. Just unfortunately, some of the stuff fell out. That's the cross section. And I'm just gonna actually have to take another picture here because this looks kind of pretty. Alright. Here we go. The dip. The dip. And you know what? I want to make it even prettier because I'm very extra. This has no value, but it just makes it look nicer. It's like putting parsley in your on your food. It doesn't really do much, but it makes it look nicer. Except when the thing falls off. Ah. There we go. I'm gonna take a picture of this now. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna get a seat here. I'm gonna get my little chair. Oh boy, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be quite nice to eat. So, yeah, it's a very simple sandwich. Caramelized onions. Oh shoot. Oh, made a little mess. Caramelized onions, little cheese, and just a nice cooked cut beef. Alright, well, enough talk. I've done enough talking, enough looking at this, more eating time. So, go. I'm gonna just dip it in. Ooh. Now that's gonna be a good bite though. Look at that. Alright, let's see. Just like a cheesesteak, very messy, but oh, it feels good to eat it. Right now, it feels amazing to eat this thing. The broth has so much nice, beefy, rich flavor. The onions are kind of like mildly sweet. You can taste the richness of the cheese. That's very much there, and the beefy, the beef, the cut sliced steak in there. Just rounds it all back together.
Yeah, there's a good reason why I wear aprons during this stream. It's a very messy sandwich, so I'm not worried too much about getting my whole setup set. My pants are what's messed up. But oh, jeez. This is a very good sandwich. Oh. I'm gonna try and finish this one, and then maybe have a bite or two of the banh mi. Alright. And if you were here about yesterday's stream, when I was going on and on about how delicious the baguettes were, everything I said about this French dip, included with that nicely freshly baked baguette, it's crunchy, crackery. Oh, it's so good. The crispy bread on the outside, and then that nice crunch into a nice fluffy bread and nice tender cut meat. Yeah, it's so good. Huh. Okay, one more bite. One more bite. Sorry, one more bite. Just need one more. One more. Alright. Huh. Well, that was a delicious, lovely French dip. But let me try and at least get a little bite of my banh mi as well. So, one more. What are you saving it for? Later, I guess, because now I got to eat this delicious looking banh. This is okay. So, I'm not sure how people feel about getting their food wrapped in tinfoil like this with the paper as well. But something about this is very, very appetizing. It just looks very homely, you know. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of just this, because this just looks... It just looks very cozy to eat something like this, you know? Hold on. Now that being said, though, I am actually going to wrap it more properly this time, because I was in a little bit of a rush. Oh no, it's coming apart. No, stop that. So let me try and wrap it a bit more properly. Doesn't it help that this is actually just a really big sandwich too? So, with that, foil around like this. Very cozy. Sandwich looks better than my house. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Like, thanks, but now I'm just worried about your house. How's your house? I'm gonna get a no piece of tinfoil. I'm a wasteful guy, I'm sorry. But the only one suffering in this sense is just myself here. I gotta go buy more tinfoil now. And here's the thing about this kind of sandwich, the way it's cut though. Get those extra pieces of metal scrapings in there as you cut it open. And oh wow, look at that. Ooh. You get those extra bit of shavings, one might think, but also you just get a nice classical deli sandwich look to it too. Look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick too. Give me a sec. I'm a very picture kind of guy, alright? Okay. Them extra vitamins. I mean, I'm getting iron and aluminum, I guess. I'm not sure if aluminum is exactly good for your body. But definitely trying to get some metal inside. So, ooh, this looks good though. That chicken, still kind of juicy if you actually look at it. Wow, look at that. The bread's kind of softened up at this point since I wrapped it, so this is gonna be a nice bite here. All right, here we go for the banh mi. So this is actually, there's a very beautiful sandwich in its own right, because it's very much like a French dip, in the sense that it feels very guilty to eat it, but not in a bad way, because it's spicy, has nice clean flavor to it. The pickled vegetables and the veggies add nice crunch, along with a nice bread. Whew. And that spice is kind of nice. A little hot, but I need a drink of water or something. It's a little spicy, but I just need a drink. It's spicy in the sense that I don't really know what I was going with that, but it's spicy. It's very spicy, but it's a pleasant spice. Since I did wrap it in the foil and paper, the baguette got a little bit softer, but it has more chew. And then you get to taste everything a part of the sandwich. You get the daikon, chicken, the jalapeno, the cucumber, the carrot. It's all it just feels very fresh to eat it. It's like a complete 180 from the French dip to where you feel like, oh man, this is gonna kill me when I finish this later. But the banh mi just makes you feel so much more like, I want to go like run. I want to go like work out and stuff, you know? It just makes you feel a lot more... I'm not sure. I don't know how to explain this. I'm not good at explaining food, can you tell? It just tastes really good and very clean. Good clean flavors, make you very happy. Surprisingly, I don't taste any aluminum, so... It tastes good. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be nice though. I got so many sandwiches now. I'm gonna have some real good leftovers for the next few days. The banh mi is gonna be delicious to eat on another day. Because banh mi's but to have them cold is not a bad thing. So I'm not really gonna be too bothered by that. But honestly, I am a little bothered about the French dip, so I want to eat that today. That's why I'm not eating all of this too. Because I just want to eat the French dip first. I don't want to eat that cold. It's like eating a cold reheated cheesesteak. It just feels sad. But I'm very fortunate because I have a whole bunch of these takeout containers. So, there we go. That's a meal for tomorrow. And this will be a meal for the next day. There we go. Banh mi's for the entire week. Well, I'm gonna just finish eating this, but how about we switch cameras for now, yeah? I'm first gonna send you guys on BRB real quick. I'm gonna clean up my kitchen and setup, and we'll be back in a quick second, okay? I'm gonna clean up everything first. I'm gonna send you guys on BRB. I'll be right back. And we're back. I got some pictures on stream right now. These are the pictures of the sandwiches we made today. One is the banh mi, one is the French dip. I'm pretty sure you're able to tell which is which. But yeah, I'm just gonna chow down here. I'm gonna finish up what I started. First thing I'm gonna finish is the beef, the French dip. So, yeah, I haven't made sandwiches in a long time, but definitely gotta start doing more sandwiches and such. They don't have to be French dips either. Just like lettuce and tomato and stuff like that works too, but you know, I don't really even see myself making sandwiches anymore.
Oh, thank you, Sai. Oh. Thank you for reminding me. You know, out of all the things to forget, you wouldn't think the mic would be something to forget. Anyways, yeah, thank you, Sai. Yeah, French dip, and then having that with a banh mi. It's like you're playing against with good stuff and bad stuff. Bad stuff being the French dip. But I'm not saying it's bad because it's bad for you. It might be bad for you, but it's a lot more heavy and hearty versus the banh mi, so... But it is like something that you feel very guilty to eat. Like a cheese stick. Having a banh mi with French dip is heavenly. It's beyond that, honestly. It's just so good. The carbs, the meat, the veggies. I'm pretty sure the only thing I'm missing with this, because this is like a full, complete meal for like several people. Like honestly, I made food for 4 people today. I'm gonna try to eat a little bit of this other half of the French dip, but I know what inevitably is probably gonna happen. I'm gonna eat 1 or 2 bites, die, and then go like, okay, well, I'll eat it tomorrow. Which I'm more than fine with doing, but still. I actually don't even think I could eat it right now. I'm so full. Having a third of the banh mi, which is really good, and having an entire French dip. Ah, God. I might have been raised in America, but I do not have the stomach of an American. I cannot eat that much. But it looks so good, and it's like, oh, I want to eat it because it's tasty, and I don't want to waste my food. But I know I can eat it tomorrow, so it's not that bad. But it's here, it's warm, it's fresh. The bread is fresh, the sandwich is fresh, it's freshly made today. I want to eat it today, and I can't. Damn. I'm full though. Yeah. Well, I still gotta do a few more things before I guess, go to sleep today. I'm making some salsa verde still. I'm probably gonna end up cooking it, maybe freezing it. I'm not sure on that front. But I'm gonna probably just make sure I get that cooked. I was gonna also do marinara today too, but I don't think I have the time for that, just because I got other things to do. So, oh, I also forgot to show, but I did forget to show that I actually made some sourdough today. It's a very pretty looking sourdough. I got more sourdough to bake today. Actually, just reminded myself about that. So not only do I have more sourdough to make, I have salsa verde to make and stuff. I also gotta clean a little bit of the kitchen. I gotta re-season and oil up the cast iron I used today, so there's that. Gotta make sure I take a shower too. My God, I feel sick. I feel, not sick, but like I feel very sticky. Because with beef broth and stuff like that, when you make a good beef broth, you, beef bones have a lot of collagen versus like chicken stock and stuff. So my face just feels so sticky. The double edge of cooking streams, you can only eat so much. True that. I wish I could eat everything. I wish I could just be a black hole of things to eat, but I just can't eat that much. And I also intentionally skipped my lunch today because I knew that if I wanted to at least eat some of the things I'm making today, I should at least try to eat
Try to make sure I at least eat one sandwich, but I was only able to eat, what is it? I was only able to eat one half my no, one half of one sandwich, so I wasn't even able to finish. I wasn't even able to finish one of them. Ugh. Sorry, I'm not talking right now. I just need a second to myself. That's a lot of food to commit to. Not if I take it before that. If there was some amazing technology out there to where you could teleport people bread or food or whatnot, you know I'd probably already invest in that. I would really like to actually like cook for someone, you know? It'd be real fun. It would be really nice to cook for someone, like, hey, I have food, you're around in town, maybe. Let me cook yourself a nice meal. You don't even have to pay for it, just come over and I'll make you food or something, you know? Yeah. Yeah, my hands still feel sticky. Like, I wiped my hands off on a paper towel very nicely, but they're so my mouth, sticky. Ugh. I gotta make sure I don't eat anything now, because I do want to make sure I can at least go to sleep today. I got work tomorrow, so gotta make sure I'm ready for that. But, want to at least try and make sure I go to sleep at 9 today, la la la. I hate being an adult. I hate working. I hate working, but I don't hate working because I need to work to do something, have something to do. But at the same time, I hate work because I want to have a lot of personal time. But I can't have why can't I have both of these things? Why can't I have a full-time paying job and my own thing? Why? Money is kind of cool. Yeah. Money is kind of cool. If I did not have money, I would not be able to do the things that I do, so. Alright. I also just saw someone that I follow on Twitter. They recently, gone live. So, fairly soon we may or may not, raid into them. Yeah, I'm doom scrolling right now. 100% doom scrolling as we speak. I need to turn my brain off. Alright. Brain's turned back on. We're good to go. Okay. I got lucky by being able to do 3 days of 12-hour shifts and take 4 days off. 3 days? Oh yeah, okay, that's pretty good. That's actually not that bad. I mean, that's pretty bad. 12-hour shifts is like a 12-hour shift is pretty rough. But that's not bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Kind of wish I could do something like that. That'd be cool. You're getting your more than 20 hours a day, 20 hours in a week. So you're getting your. Oh wait, no, is that? No, for full time it's 40 hours. No. What? How long? 12-hour shifts are nice. Same with nighttime shifts. You usually just chill. I guess I like stress then. I like to work morning shifts. I like that stress. I like being able just to do stuff and make sure the day gets by quick and then eventually you go home. That's why I like morning shifts. It's very quick. I mean, if your body can handle it, still might be rough though. 36 hours of work time. I can pick up the 4 other hours when I want, but it ain't mandatory.
3 on 4 to 4 on 3 off works off to 40 hours average over 2 weeks. Okay. Oh, so it's only 20 hours a week? I thought for full time it's 40 hours. Wait. 8, 6, 5, 8, 16, 24. No, wait a minute, that's not right. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Oh, not 8-hour work shifts for that. Oh, so it's different? So it's different when you work times like that, then? I'm gonna be real. I'm still a baby when we talk about work shifts, full-time hours, part-time hours, and stuff like that. I'm still I don't understand it still. I might have been working my full-time job for like 2 or 3 years at this point, but I still don't know what's a full-time job, you know? I don't know. And also I get paid bi-weekly. So, like, I really don't know, like, oh yeah, getting paid bi-weekly versus weekly versus monthly and this and that and that and this. Like, whoa, I don't understand. So, yeah, some people have different shifts. My favorite is 4 10-hour shifts weekly. Bi-weekly is very common. Oh, is it? Well, that's good. At least I am very common. I have a commonly placed job. Yeah, bi-weekly is the norm here. At least. I still don't know what's normal, what's not normal. I've only had, in my entire lifetime, I've only had 1, 2, 3, 4 jobs my entire life. 3 of them were part-time. And the current job I have right now is my only full-time job I've ever had in my entire life. So like I'm gonna go. I'm saying it. I'm baby. I'm baby. I haven't done anything in life yet. I'm baby, and like you know, I could probably work around and look for other places. But no other job's gonna pay as well as the one I have currently. So it's like. I need money right now too, especially with how I just need money. I need it. I need the things. So I work hard on that, you know? And plus I work hard enough at my job. Well, not hard enough, but I work hard at my job. Make sure I get all my stuff in, make sure everything's done, you know how it is. I get paid weekly, but I know more people who get paid bi-weekly. Doing 4 days, 10-hour shift. 4 days, 10 hours is pretty nice. I mean, that sounds pretty nice, honestly. That sounds really good. You get your 40 hours in, and yeah, you get your 40 hours in. You're working your full-time job, and then you have 3 days of time for yourself. Ooh, I wish I had something like that. Maybe, I'm not sure. I usually work 8-hour shifts. So I work 5 days a week, sometimes 6. Just because when you cook and stuff, sometimes they need you, and it's not like, oh yeah, sometimes we need you and sometimes we don't need you. It's either we need you or we really need you. So yeah. And apparently we're short-handed. I didn't think we were short-handed, just because the people I work with, there's only 3 of us that work a morning shift. So when 3 of us work a morning shift, and we can very much casually get out 200 plates in like 10 to 15 minutes. It's like, okay, we can do this, that's fine. We're not understaffed in that regard, but apparently from what I've been told is that we are understaffed. It's very interesting, but like, we're fast, we're efficient, we do a good job. So it's very interesting to think that this and this and that, and like we're understaffed, but it's a whole thing. I work the standard 8 hours, 5 days a week, but my job pays me more than anything else I could do, so same. Yeah. Like, with my field of work, it's very rare to get the kind of benefits, which I won't disclose, the benefits the pay and stuff like that. It's really rare for my job to have these sort of things. So unfortunately, I can't really go jump ship, go find somewhere else that has the same sort of stuff, because that stuff is not very much common, unfortunately. Yeah, I would hop jobs just to do so, but I've tried to look for others while I worked. But I tried to look for others while I wouldn't. I've held some contract work while doing my 40. The best I've ever had was a contract for a year where I negotiated 25K for approximately 2 to 5 hours worked monthly? How do you work that little in a month? It's like, okay, so that's like 300 minutes. 300 to, you probably have to spend at least 5 minutes a day. Oh wow, that's good. I don't know. Most restaurants are understaffed, but from my experience. Okay, well, now that you say it like that, yeah, that tends to be the case. Most restaurants are understaffed. But still, I'm still surprised because with my kitchen, with the brigade I'm a part of, we get stuff out quickly with very minimal amount of people. So, I digress. Anyways. Same with my old job. Hi, Drill. Hi. By the way, hi. Same with my old job. In my old fast food, I didn't realize how short we were until I saw that they hired 3 more people to fill my position when I left. Wow. Well, that's also fast food. The turnout rate for fast food joints are really high, so there's that. You can do anything on the contract work. Well, I've never had a contracted job, so I don't really know anything about that. I know stupid stuff that nobody else knows. I randomly would get a call where I do 2 hours of work 2 to 3 times a month. They hired somebody full-time to replace me as a contractor though. Sad. So rip the next extra 25 yearly. Rip gacha addiction money. Oh man, if I was able to, I think it's kind of good that I don't make much money, because I swear to God, if I made more money, and I'm very into ZZZ, I would be paying a lot of money for ZZZ. I would pay so much for those polls. But free to play, so it still works. So, well, I'm not free to play. I did pay for like the monthly things, where like, oh, you get so much of the the currency, the poll stuff a month. It's only like $5, which is like what, a soda? I don't mind that. I don't mind getting 1 less soda a day. So, gacha gets us all. Yeah, it's just like I want to play with all the characters, because like I know without a doubt in my mind, when I have all the characters, there's no reason for me to pull. I'm just gonna have fun playing this game. So yeah, it was car/motorcycle money. Sadly that left. So rip no 2H for me. H2. What's H2? Actually, rip. Those are kind of important. I have an addiction. I buy too much stuff I don't need. I wish I could spend more impulsive like that. I very much budget. I like to think that I'm kind of responsible when it comes to finances. I've managed to stay away from gacha for a while, but I've been wanting to play ZZZ. ZZZ is a good game, and it is very free-to-play friendly. It's just that I have a very completionist sort of mindset, and I want all the characters. So there's that. I've replaced gacha with Steam sales. You see, I replaced Steam sales with gacha, because I don't really play many Steam games nowadays. Because a lot of the Steam games I want to play are usually with people. But unfortunately, I can't play it. Not a lot of single-player games that are cheap, so... H2 is an expensive motorcycle made by Kawasaki? it's my dream bike, but I keep having to do adult stuff, so I can't afford to buy it. I want to try gacha games, but I need to keep the budget tight so I can support 2 other people. Ooh. Well, good on you. At least you have your priorities straight, you know? I've had friends that would drop half their paycheck on FIFA packs. Jeez. Sekiro is a single-player game. I forgot how much it is. If Sekiro is more than $30 to $25, I'm not buying it. Okay, so this is how... So, let me just give you the basic census of like, oh yeah, this is how I budget, because this is how I budget. So usually, with my bi-weekly, I can very much roughly estimate I get at least maybe $2,500 a month. And, you know, I gotta make sure I pay off the important things, you know? My rent is like pretty much half of what I make. So then I have to put half that money away for rent. So then I'm left with like $1,000 left. And then with that $1,000, I'm probably gonna have to cut half of that, because the $500 from that I'm gonna use for groceries and stuff. Well, not 500, because I spend $50 at minimum a week on groceries, so that's like $200. So then I'm left with $800. But then I have to put $200 away for credit cards, just because I like being really on top of that. I don't really need to put that much. I really only should do like 100 or like 80 for my credit card. But I like being on top of it, so I put $200 and $200 into my credit card. Then I want to put then I usually put in at least $100 or $200 more into like loans and stuff. So then what I'm left with is around maybe $400 left for myself for casual wants and stuff. But those casual stuff, at least $100 is used for my monthly subscriptions, such as YouTube, Spotify, Premium, some Twitch subs I have for pals I like. So then at the end of the day, what I'm usually left with is probably around $200 for just doing excess. But the thing is then now I have to worry about saving money, like putting it into a savings account. So then usually I put 100, maybe 200 into my savings accounts. So at the end of the day, now I've kind of have very little to no extra money to work with, but maybe I have like 100, maybe $200 to work with for like myself. And I don't know, I don't really have that much. 200 for an entire month for your own expenses is quite tight. But I usually use that money for my own games. Maybe I want to go out to eat one day. That's really it. I don't know. I usually very rarely buy games. But if I do buy myself games, it's like, okay, so my maximum amount to spend on a game per month is $60. But I don't have to use it all in one go. So like, if there's a sale for games and it's like a $5 game, a $12 game, an $8 game, and stuff like that, and I end up spending only $30, then all that $30 is spent for games, and then I have $30 more, and then what I usually end up doing is maybe I put that towards saving it for another thing, or let's say I want to spend it on gacha, I would spend it on gacha, and there we go. Gambling money achieved, blah blah blah. So yes, that's what the sales are for. Exactly. That's why Steam sales are the best thing to mankind. Damn, Sekiro is still $60. Oh yeah, no, that's too much money for me, man. I can't spend money on that. Jeez. I'm letting my mother retire early. Seeing how much her health improved makes the budget stress worth it. I don't know why my model made such a weird face for that, but that's good for you. It's good that your mother's recovering too. I'm glad you're able to support yourself, your family, and I imagine your family? Your mother, whomever you're supporting. But I'm glad you're able to support that. Good on you. Oh, Twitch, it looks like you're gonna go on an ad break in just a few seconds here. So, you'll be gone for 30 seconds, but we'll keep keeping it tame over here on YouTube. Don't worry. If anything, if you want to make sure know what we're talking about, go to YouTube right now. Okay. And so, ad break. Oh, and if you don't want to wait, just go stand up, go get some water. Alright, bye! Bye, Twitch! Oh, wait, no, the ad break was oh, okay. The ad break is over. They're back! Twitch is back! Wow! I can't count above 3. How much is 60? Okay, so 60 is 3. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That's probably not the truth. That's probably not right, but you get the point. It's a really big number. The number is bigger than 3. So wait, if you can't count above 3, can you count to -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6? I hope you can. It goes on sale for like $50% off though. Well, if it's ever off, here, you know what? Fine. Here. I'm gonna go on my Steam page right now. I'm gonna go to the store. Sekiro. How do you spell Sekiro? How do you spell Sekiro? Oh, I already have it. Oh, do I not? Alright, I'm gonna add this to my wish list, and if it's on sale and I'm able to make the purchase, I will buy it and then stream it. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? Yes? No? How does that sound? You're better than me. I still haven't saved any money, and I probably have the most income I've ever had in my life. I relate to that because I think this is the most income I've ever made in my life, considering it's my only full-time job I've ever had. So I'm with you on that boat. I have the most income I've ever made as well, and I spend it on dumb stuff. But at least I have my 401k set to like 16% after employer additions. I don't know what I have a 401k as well, but I don't know what the percentage is. I think it's like 8, maybe 12. I'm not sure. Mother and sister, my kids are already in their 20s. Oh, wow! Look at that. That is some strong fortitude you got there, my friend. More power to you. Say hi to Twitch for me. Hi, Twitch. Alright, I said hi to them. Psycho Sticks. I can only count to 4. Might traumatize you if you cap at 3. Peer pressure into making Sekiro your first Souls-like game. Souls-like, lol. For a first Souls-like being Sekiro, oof. Not on sale right now. Well, Sensoka is an old soul. Well, I actually do have Elden Ring. I do have Elden Ring on my wish list too. I don't really want to try Elden Ring. I've seen and heard that it's a good game. Blah blah blah. But yeah. What is it? There's Elden Ring. In my opinion, Elden Ring is much better than Sekiro. Well, Bush, it seems like your game might be overridden, unless you have a good rebuttal. Do you have a good rebuttal? If not, I'm gonna put Sekiro under Elden Ring, because they're both $60 games. I agree. I prefer Sekiro by far. Well, you're not holding up a good rebuttal. You're not holding up a good fight here, Sekiro. Bush. And Sai. I don't really like the open world games. I do, so... It's probably at least more friendly to new Souls likes from what I've been heard, I've seen. But it's too weeb dark for me. Weeb dark for weeb Souls? It's too weeb dark Souls for me. I don't know what you mean by this. My friend hates Souls likes, but has been playing Elden Ring almost every day since launch. I have been interested in Elden Ring, so I might play Elden Ring first. I don't know. I'm not really into Souls-like games, though. That's my main thing. I don't really like Soul-like games. They're not interesting to me. They're just not very fun. Like, you die, you win, you die, you win, you die to win. I just imagine I get very frustrated with the game. So, not a huge fan of it by the looks of it. I would literally gift the game to you to play. If you gift me it, I'm not gonna say no. However, I'm not playing it yet. If you bought it for me, if you bought the game for me, there's no guarantee I would play it. I'm just saying that. If you bought me the game, I would eventually play it. But I am not guaranteeing I'm playing it. So, yeah. Do you want me to make a PowerPoint? I would get canceled for my Souls-like opinions. Sekiro is weep Souls for me. Oh shoot, hold on, I just remembered. Okay, so I did forget about something. It was actually perfect timing, so give me a sec. I'm in the kitchen again, and remember when I said I was gonna make salsa verde? I threw stuff in the oven. I wanted to get it really nice and charred. And it's perfectly that. Really nice, darkly and charred. So give me a second as I just finish this off now. I can also still see you guys, so if you guys want to still chat, you're more than welcome to. I'll try and keep up. And I'll be quiet. I don't know. Keep up. Sekiro is also much harder than Elden Ring, in my opinion. Yeah, Bush, there isn't much of a good rebuttal from you. Or Sai, because Sai seems to be your friend here. Oh, you can hear that? Oh, I'm sorry. This also looks good. Not very verde. It's more the word that I'm too scared to say, just because saying the Spanish word or black would probably get me canceled, which is kind of silly. Because it's just interchangeable. Just because it says that something like that is very close to it in the English language doesn't make it racist. But Twitter would be like that. And also it's too intimidating of an entity for me to try and defy. There's
just a little guy. I can't really say much about that kind of thing. Gotta use my hand blender though. It's not as good as my thing. Alright, there we go. Yeah, it's not really a good salsa verde by the looks of it, but I'm gonna taste it here. Looks good. Ooh, that's nice kick. Ooh, wow. Actually has a bit of kick. Whoa. Ooh, that's a bit hot. Ooh. It's very tasty though. Ooh, it tastes great, but ooh, hot. Huh. Whew. Yeah, that's gonna be a good salsa verde if I ever make tacos. Which I might. May or may not. So how many sandwiches I have is very unlikely, but we'll see. We will see. That's good. Oh, you know what it probably does need? I'll probably buzz it later, but I need olive oil. Where's oil? And the richness helps balance out the whole ordeal. Okay. Just gotta do two more things. I gotta just put my, since I'm already up and just like in the kitchen, I need to start cleaning up a little bit. There. I wrap the sandwich up. That's tomorrow. There you go. Okay. As one would say, that is a wrap. The kitchen stuff is now clean. I don't have to worry about that now. Sorry about that little sidebar. Had to get some other stuff done. What did I miss? What are you guys talking about? It's harder because you can't return things. You can't return to things later. Elden Ring is 100% the best from soft games for starting off. Elden Ring or Dark Souls 3 in my opinion. Dark Souls 3 has a lot of the nice things that makes it a little easier. I also think Salty might be filtered by Millennia or Rada for sure. Sekiro is so much harder if you start with Dark Souls, in my opinion. Well, you know what, Bush? How about if I ban... Ooh, wait. You know, I could actually do that. That would be kind of funny.
That would be actually really, really funny if I did do that. Because... what if I banned Sekiro? What if I banned Sekiro off of YouTube and Twitch so you can't talk about Sekiro anymore? That'd be kind of funny. How would you feel about that personally, Bush? Hold on, wait. I'm looking at some pictures. Looking at some art. What? Please, no. We can just call it Weep Souls. We could. Saki, no thank you. So real for that. But here, I'm gonna look at the schedule real quick because I think I might actually do a gorilla sometime this week. Because we're not gonna be streaming until Thursday by the looks of it. I'm not even sure what I'm doing Thursday. I might do a tier list stream, but at the same time, I'm not sure I want to do a tier list stream. I've been actually really motivated to draw more recently, so Thursday's stream might turn into an art stream, just because I've been really, really digging art right now. So Thursday might be an art stream instead. Or if I have time and if everyone on the underperformer sides are ready to go, we might do Stardew. Friday? I'm not sure. Gotta figure it all out. It's just because my schedule is just being really, really annoying. Like, some things I'm sure about, but then there's some things I'm not sure about on my schedule. It's like, ugh, shoot me in the face. So yeah. But, what is it? Yeah. Maybe Friday will be changed from a Zatsu to a different stream, but we'll see. So yeah. Bush, I'm gonna time you out. You talk enough about your Sekiro. You're dead now. I'm killing you as we wait. You know what? Here, I'm gonna scare you. I'm gonna scare you. Maybe scare you, I'm not sure. Hold on, I gotta get a PNG. I gotta get a PNG real quick. Be scared. Oh, Bush, look, it's fire! Ah! You're burning. Wow. You're on fire, Bush. Oh my god, look at you. Oh, you're dead. This is what happens when you talk about Sekiro so much. Your fire game makes you fire. Wah. Burn. He's turned you into a religious piece. Fleet high praise, Bush. Yeah, I'm just burning you. You're burning burnt and sacrifice for Sekiro and From Software, I guess. I parry. Oh yeah? Parry this! I'm gonna ban you right now! Okay, I can't ban you. Just because if I ban you, I don't know how to unban. Oh wait, I can put you in timeout. Oh yeah? Parry this! 10 seconds! Oh shoot! Ah yeah, parry that! Oh no, I killed him! Ah, I killed him! I killed him! Let's go, unmodded chat! Parry that, Bush! I'm alive. Yeah, I only killed you for 10 seconds. I could kill you for longer, if that's what you want. Would you like that? Would you like to die? Perhaps. I wouldn't do that to you, though. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm alive, oh, you parried that. You parry. Wait, you said you parried that? Do you want to parry another? Do you want to parry another 10 seconds? Do you want to parry it again? Ah, yes. You feel so strong as a mod, don't ya? Well, what if I told you I'm gonna make sure you learn how to parry these timeouts? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That requires too much effort. I'm not gonna parry. I'm not gonna. This is abuse of power. How is it abuse of power? You keep parrying it because you can parry everything apparently. So it's like, you're fine. Don't be so worried about it. And if you are worried about it, skill issue. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Well, I think I'm probably gonna end stream though, to be honest with you. We've been going on for a while now. There's not much else to really do. And, I do gotta clean stuff a little bit in my kitchen still, so I gotta still do that. Let's see. Let's go. We're gonna go raid, Church of Bred VT. I've been following them a bit. I've been following a bunch of Bred Vtubers, because I can. So, yeah, I've been following them. They're cool. Alright, we are going to go raid her, I think? So yeah, we're gonna go raid Church of Bred VT on Twitch. YouTube side, we are not raiding anyone, because I still do not have the ability to raid. It is what it is. If I could, I would. Trust me when I say that. Anyways, we're gonna go on and do our own thing. I hope you guys go on and do your own thing as well. So yeah. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope you had a great time. A little bit of banter and talk. See me make 2 sandwiches. That's fun. But that's enough for me today. I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, and or evening. For Twitch side, here are your raid messages of choice if you'd like. And I will see you all around whenever. You guys have a good one. I'll probably see you sometime throughout the week, because I'll probably do a gorilla. But Thursday might be an art stream. Just keep it a heads up about that. Alright, that's enough for me for today. Hope you have a good one. Saltea Kichee, everyone, and ciao.